think we've covered some of them. Let's talk about community policing. This was a question that came up in the large group session. There's a statement here that it works well in some of the inner city neighborhoods. What are your plans regarding community policing, and how do you intend to provide the personnel and tools that are needed to continue and expand the current efforts? In 1 minute. Ken?
I'm a huge proponent of community policing. Even before I was elected to office, I was working very closely with our community police officer at the time. That was Chris McDonald. I can't speak highly enough of that gentleman. He was the bar by which community policing should be set. He actually made my job a lot easier, because any issues that were sent to me, I could send to him. Within an hour, I'd have a response from him. Community policing is, I think, the basis for neighborhood safety, quality of life. We need to actually build upon that. I know that there's been some controversy over the chief of police trying to cut back on community policing. I really want to see us enhance that. In fact, to replace Chris McDonald, we had to bring on 2 community police officers for Zone 1, which is the zone of Troy. It's Route 2 south to the border. We now have Bill Wade and Ron Fountain replacing Chris McDonald. Again, I work very closely with both of them, and I believe very strongly in the community police presence.
Seamus?
I also believe a lot into community policing for multiple reasons. I mean, you see the community police in our schools, you see the community police at different neighborhood groups, so that the people can get that direct connection with those police officers. But you also, with those community policing, they do outreach right in those neighborhoods. So in some of our tougher neighborhoods, I think younger people, or really anybody, can get that interaction with the police, that realize that the police aren't there to work against them. I know even Mark Millington, who was a community police officer in Troy schools for years, I was speaking to him at Troy High's game the other night, and I mean, he knows those children so well that he knows their parents might know their older sibling and now them at Troy High. So to me, if you're a police officer and you have that kind of connection with these kids or anybody in the community, it can only further that goal of the police to keep us safe.
Thank you. Neighborhood associations and their leaders are making significant contributions to the area. What will you do to support the association's ideas and suggestions? Seamus, I'll ask you to go first.
I think, and the associations are great. I mean, they are really one of our frontline people. They really are. I mean, it's great to be at one of the meetings and see these people that they're unwilling to give up their neighborhood, somewhere like the Osgood neighborhood group, and I think seeing that kind of interaction between neighbors is positive. So I think that as a city councilman, I think that we need to support those groups as much as possible. And I think like how they currently are with different community police officers involved in it. And I think that there should be, not only from the city council, but even the mayor's office, a direct connection between what's discussed at those neighborhood meetings, and that those ideas and issues should be directly brought to the mayor's office, the city council also. So it's all about the communication. They're a part of the solution, our neighborhood groups. I think that's one of the most unbelievable beneficial things in our community here, is these different neighborhood groups.
Ken?
I don't have to talk about what I would do. This is what I have been doing over the last 4 years with neighborhood associations. I started a neighborhood association on the east side. I've been working with Little Italy and South Central even before I was elected as a council person. I was around at the inception of the Osgood Neighborhood Association, which actually that was formed as a result of a shooting or stabbing at a pub in the South Troy area, and the Nature's Pub. I've been interactive with these associations for years now. I attend monthly meetings at Osgood. I give monthly city council updates so people know what their legislature is up to in the city of Troy. I answer questions. I'm happy to be in the hot seat at these meetings. I work very closely with the community police officers who also attend the meetings. And in fact, in Hillsview Heights, where there was a shooting recently where a person was shot in the head, we started up another neighborhood association in combination with Griswold Heights Tenant Association. Unfortunately, that not enough people were showing up to those meetings. So that's dormant right now, but we're trying to restart that. So I'm interactive in all of the various neighborhood associations in District 5.